In the world of sports, athletes are willing to employ various methods to gain an edge over their opponents. Although years of hard work, training, and practice can elevate an athlete to a higher level of their sport, maintaining that level necessitates utilizing every available advantage. For players, the mental advantage can be the difference between just being there and walking into the Hall of Fame at the end of your career. One such advantage that can provide a mental edge is humiliating other players through trash talk and other gestures, which are particularly evident in basketball. Unlike sports with face-covering helmets and a distance from spectators, basketball's proximity to the crowd means that trash talk is easily heard, and its impact is readily apparent, resulting in humiliation for players at the receiving end. Here are the NBA players who humiliated other players. Number 10. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is commonly acknowledged as one of the most intense competitors in the history of the game. He used to engage in sparrings with his rivals, coaches, and even his own teammates, delivering clever comebacks that left spectators speechless. He would do it while remaining so calm it caused his opponents to fear Kobe. In an incident involving the emerging stars of OKC, Kevin Durant and James Harden, they attempted to provoke Kobe. However, he swiftly put them in their place by stating, "Perhaps one day they will earn the privilege of sitting at my lunch table." Number 9. Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson exuded an immense amount of confidence both on and off the court, making him one of the most self-assured players in the NBA. As a result, it was natural for him to engage in a significant amount of ruckus during games. In the featured video, Iverson and Kobe Bryant form a formidable duo in their ability to intimidate opponents. Even the composed Derek Fisher couldn't prevent them from going at each other. This incident further reinforces the idea that Iverson not only talked about practice, but also talked trash and radiated confidence during games. Number 8. Rasheed Wallace. How can we have a list like this and not include the NBA's all-time leader in technical fouls? Wallace's ability to talk trash to officials and opponents has led to his impressive tally of technical fouls. He's famously known for his catchphrase, "Ball don't lie," which he screams after a missed free throw due to what he perceives as a poor call. Ironically, this phrase has now become a reason for his ejection. Nonetheless, his trash-talking skills have earned him the title of the best free throw trash talker in NBA history. His taunt to Aaron Aflalo saying, "Yeah, Aflac," after a missed free throw is a perfect example of his trademark funny and audible free throw chatter. Number 7. Charles Barkley. As an analyst for TNT or a player, Charles Barkley never shies away from speaking his mind. He possesses the skills of a proficient trash talker and is not hesitant to engage in verbal battles with any player. In one instance, he fearlessly engaged in a verbal confrontation with the unpredictable Latrell Sprewell, who later made headlines for choking his coach and growing dreadlocks. Despite Sprewell's instability, Barkley remained undaunted and continued to talk smack. Not only this, but Barkley also engaged in a trash-talking duel with the renowned player and trash talker Michael Jordan, proving his ruthless and fearless nature in the realm of trash talking. Number 6. Shaq O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was an exceptional multi-talented individual who not only dominated the basketball court, but also possessed the skills of rapping, acting in subpar movies, serving as a police officer, acquiring an Ed.D. degree, creating reality TV shows, and trash talking. The only weakness he had was his inability to hit free throws. During games, Shaq would use his words to mess with his opponents, and although his comments were delivered in a playful manner, they undoubtedly helped him win games. Moreover, Shaq didn't only humiliate his rivals on the court, but also off the court as well. In his Kobe rap, he not only insulted Kobe, but also took a jab at the unsuccessful Patrick Ewing. Shaq's humorous approach may have made his words seem lighthearted, but that doesn't mean his words didn't sting. Number 5. Larry Bird. Larry Legend, in addition to his status as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was renowned for his exceptional ability to taunt and humiliate his opponents. Since he joined the NBA in the 1979-80 season, He consistently displayed impressive skills in both his game and his trash-talking abilities. There are numerous tales passed down by NBA players that leave one wondering how Larry's opponents managed to maintain their confidence. One of the most well-known stories occurred during the 1988 NBA All-Star Game three-point shootout, where Larry entered the locker room before the event and said he was looking to see who was going to be second. The most memorable stories about Larry's chatter always revolve around his in-game antics, such as the ones mentioned here. Number 4. Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller is not only one of the best long-distance shooters of all time, but he was also one of the most prolific talkers of trash. While his approach may have differed from that of the other players on this list, he never hesitated to remind his opponents that they were incapable of defeating him, and he didn't discriminate between players and fans when it came to his taunts. His most iconic moment of trash talk occurred during Game 5 of the 1994 Eastern Conference Finals against the New York Knicks, where he led the Indiana Pacers to victory at Madison Square Garden. He also famously engaged in a verbal spat with director Spike Lee, who was sitting courtside, and Miller holding hands to his neck signaled New York's choke at home remains etched in the memories of both Knicks and Pacers fans. Number 3. Gary Payton. Payton was an exceptional all-around guard who not only possessed remarkable court skills, but also had a formidable ability to humiliate his opponents, as evidenced by his moniker The Glove, known for his defensive prowess. He was incessantly vocal and had numerous instances of trash talk that could unnerve any opponent. Payton was a tenacious player on both ends of the court, and his verbal jabs were so intense that they almost led to physical altercations. He took immense pride in his defensive abilities and was equally proud of his talent for getting into his opponents' heads by using whatever means necessary, regardless of how controversial it might be. According to Payton, he would use anything that would throw his opponents off their game, and he would revel in his victory with a big smile on his face. In one particularly harsh example, Payton admitted to taunting Lamar Odom about his deceased mother, who had died of cancer when he was young. Number 2. Kevin Garnett. Garnett was a trailblazer among the wave of high school players who entered the NBA directly, paving the way for superstars like Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, and LeBron James to follow. With his incredible intensity on the court came an equally intense propensity for trash talking, directed both at himself and his opponents. Garnett was notorious for his unrestrained verbal barbs, which seemingly knew no boundaries. In addition to the typical boasts of being unguardable, he was reputed to have made highly personal and borderline offensive remarks, such as calling Charlie Villanueva a cancer patient and making his teammate Glenn Davis cry. Despite being a new school player, he embodied an old school mentality of using any means necessary to gain mental advantage over his opponents, and it was to his credit that this often led to his team's victories. As a Hall of Fame player, Garnett's influence on the game extended far beyond his raw talent and technical skill. Number 1. Michael Jordan. Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player in history, combined incredible skills and athleticism with an unrelenting desire to crush his opponent's spirits through his meanness on the court. Unlike some of his peers, Jordan's form of trash talk was not necessarily directed at individuals. Chris Webber recounted a story on the Dan Patrick Show about Jordan smoking a cigar before a game, acting as if he had already won before it even started. Jordan arrogantly asked Webber's team, "Who's checking me today?" before proceeding to score over 50 points against his defender. "I just remember how ruthless he was," Webber commented. "It was like Jordan didn't even think much of you to your face." One of the most memorable instances of Jordan's direct trash talk was when he famously greeted then Denver rookie Dikembe Mutombo by shooting his free throws with his eyes closed. And a few years later, he slammed down a vicious dunk on him while playing for Atlanta, followed by wagging his finger at him. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you liked it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We also appreciate your feedback, so don't hesitate to express your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. We'll be back with another amazing video soon. Peace out.